Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, with this session I'm starting a new series, that is speed building sessions. I'll be taking particularly problems based on quant DI and reasoning, all of them as well in a single session. I'm assuming that your preparations are now at the final stage. You might have revised all the concept of quant DI and reasoning. You might have attended the basic sessions. You might have attended the advanced sessions as well. So now it's good time to take speed building sessions. And apart from that, I'll be solving the queries sent by the students in this session. Any of all of you can send me the doubts, whatever you are having while your final preparation, while you are doing your final preparations. So in this session, let's take some of the doubts. Now friends, some of the students are confused while they solve this sort of problems. They're asking for a formula or maybe whatever the shortcut behind this particular pattern of questions. So see, it's very simple. You don't have to go even for any sort of paperwork while solving this sort of problems. It's just common sense based. And again and again I'm telling, do not rely too much on formula. Just work on concepts, work on logics, right? Then only you'll be able to solve the twisted problem which are asked in the examinations, right? Gradually the competition, the level of the questions which are asked in the examination is growing very fast. Okay, so you need to be clear with all the concepts rather than mugging up the formula. Do work on concepts again and again. I'm telling. Right now this series over there, x is equal to root of 12 plus root of 12, and the series is going till infinity. Right now, out of this complete thing is what? It's x, right? So out of this complete thing, if I take up this part, the remaining, it's looks like x only, because from the complete set of this numbers, or from the complete term, I'm just taking one single term, right? So the remaining part is also x. So precisely it is this, right? Now what? Here it is x, here it is x. That means this number, that is whatever the term inside the square root, that should be perfect square, right? Now how do you get the perfect square number? Whatever the value of x you put over here, the same value you should get over here, right? So if you put x as 4, what will happen? 12 plus 4, 16. You'll be getting 4 over here, isn't it? If you put x is equal to minus 3, then what will happen? 12 minus 3, 9. Square root of 9 is 3, right? So what is happening actually over here? You have to choose a value of x. So whatever the value of x you put over here, you'll be getting the same value over here, right? So if I put x as 4, so 12 plus 4, that's 16. Square root of 16, you can take 4 and minus 4 both, but since x you have put as 4, so the answer will be 4 only, right? Whatever the value of x you are putting, the same value should be obtained over here. Now suppose x you put as minus 3, so 12 minus 3, that's 9. So square root of 9 will be 3 and minus 3 both, but since you have put up x as minus 3, you need to take the negative value, right? That's it, nothing else you have to do. Similarly over here, it's what? 20 plus x. Now choose the value of x that makes this expression as a perfect square, that will be 5, right? So 20 plus 5, 25. Square root of 25 will be 5 only, and since you are putting x as 5, you need to take the positive value. Now again, if you take x as minus 4, so 20 minus 4, that's 16. Square root of 16 is what? 4 and minus 4 both. But if you are taking x as negative, it has to be negative. As simple as that, right? So why to mug up a formula? Why to like it's so easy. Like again, it's 42 plus x, right? So how would you make this as a perfect square? If you add 7 or deduct 6, right? If you add 7, 42 plus 7, that's 49. Square root will be 7 or minus 7, but x is positive, you need to take the positive value. If x is minus 6, that means 42 minus 6, 36. Square root will be 6 or minus 6, but x you are taking negative, so x must be negative. That's it. Okay, matter of 10 seconds, nothing more than that. If any sign change is there, plus, minus, whatever, according to that you can choose. Right? Ultimately, our motto is to make the term inside the square root a perfect square. Okay, so by 2 means by 2 values it can be made a perfect square, like by 7 or minus 6, right? If you add 7 it will be perfect square, if you deduct 6 it will be perfect square, right? As simple as that. I hope you are clear. Now it's your turn. I write 1 or 2 problems for you. Just try to solve them instantly. Suppose it is say 56 plus 56 plus 56 till infinity. What will be the answer? Just tell me very quickly. It's the matter of seconds only. If you add 8 to it, it will be converted to perfect square 64, then further it will be getting 8. If you take x as minus 7, 56 minus 7, that will be 49, further you'll be getting a perfect square, so it's 8 or minus 7. Instantly you can say, or suppose you have 72 plus 72 plus 72, right? So x is equal to 72 plus x, either you take 9, so it will be 81, so further it will be 9, or you take x as minus 8, so 72 minus 8 64, further it will be minus 8, right? So this sort of problems can be done, just see and answer, right? I hope you are clear now.